Hi folks, another one for you, inspired by the wetlands. I was going to have a go at this one. I've done it in oil, or versions of it. That's the other side of the boardwalk from the one I just painted. But I really want to do, well, I like these trees. But I like these trees here. So we'll do a bit of a sketch. I'll work something out there. Not quite sure what. I'll wet the paper. This is a bit of Fabriana, £130. I'll just clean. I'm uploading the other one. Right, it's okay, that's sort of clean. There we are, colours, cadmium yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, oops, right, that's cadmium yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. That's a bit close to the yellow. I was thinking about putting some lemon yellow, oh not lemon, but the cadmium yellow pale, which I seem to have a lot of. I do like the cadmium yellow, it's quite a strong colour, as is the light red. I don't use a lot of the alizarin, and I don't use a lot of burnt umber really, because a bit of Payne's grey and burnt sienna will give you a close approximation to burnt umber. Got me a cup of tea, so wet the paper, we'll put a sky in. This would just be, this won't even look like anything like when I was riding my bike around this morning. The weather's starting to slowly warm up again. It was cold last week, it was cold over the weekend, coldish. Today I actually took my gloves off on the bike. There are only 3 of us today. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always lovely to ride your bike along the River Wandle. Great pleasure. Right, so we'll put in a bit of raw sienna. The board is at about 20 degrees, so quite a good angle really. The paint doesn't, or the water doesn't run down the page. Right, now a bit of blue. There's a bit of water in there. The sun did come out. And it'll be a bit of a light shower, a very quick shower. A bit more blue in there. You've got just a couple of minutes to do this before it starts to go cauliflowery. Alright, okay, so that'll do. I want a bit more of that blue back in there. A bit of that colour down the bottom. I'm sort of abstracting this one. Now I will be drying this with a hairdryer, and I'm not going to edit the film, so I'll give you plenty of warning so that you can stop listening or you can fast forward rather than have your ears blown out. But it just takes too long editing, and I've only got 30 minutes before the video splits into another one. It doesn't actually stop recording, it just stops the video, splits the video into 2. And you have to edit it. It's not the camera's fault, it's the software that Canon installed to avoid paying extra duty on cameras coming into Europe. The EU thing. Yeah. Right. Okay, I'm going to dry that now. So beware. Mute yourself. Mute your sound or wind forward. Here we go. Ready? Stretch the paper. Right, a bit of landscape. Now I'm going to use Frank Clark's large hake. I quite like this brush. I bought a set of 3. I'm sure tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people have got them, but I bet they don't all use them. The hake takes a long time, well, a while to get used to. So we'll have some nice bit of green, bit of blue, plenty of yellow, and a bit of burnt sienna. And we'll get some colour in there. Bit of raw sienna, bit of burnt sienna. And now Fabriano, £130 is a studio practice paper. Very, very good for what it is. It's cheap, but it's does the job. So you can't do that with the Wetlands.Hake because it's too even at the end. Now we'll get some nice dark. In here. Right, let's get that reflection of the sienna down here. Right, keep that water intact. I'm going to lift out. Somebody asked me if he's having trouble lifting out. Well, some papers are just too rough, too good quality to lift out. You have to experiment. This one is easy because the paint or the water doesn't dry. Well, it stays on the surface rather than act like blotting paper. So now while it's a bit wet, the paint will drag up a little bit into, well, it would do it, into there. Right, let's have a little bit of rocky stuff in there. Although there's no rocks on the Wandle. Well, no, it's a chalk stream. Very, very lovely, even though it goes through suburbia and factory estates. But it's all we've got on our doorstep, and we appreciate it. And all the work that goes into it. So let's just use a bit of this, a bit of that. All that abstracty one. water. Now you couldn't do that with the Frank Clark's hake because it just won't come to that chisel end. Well, this one is losing its hairs now, but it's been a lovely brush. They're not expensive, but they do take a bit of getting used to. But you can do quite a bit of fine work with them, as you can see. But it's a bit hit and miss. Well, I just put some of that reflection in there. Probably not a good idea. Maybe I'll do the whole painting with the hake. But it's just the shape of those trees. I don't think they're poplars. The ones that sort of go up like a tulip, a wide tulip. The willows, maybe. I don't know. We need our tree identifying kit. None of us are very good with it. Sadly, our friend died who used to carry the tree book with him. Keith. Or if he didn't have it with him, he'd take the leaves home of a unspecified tree and tell us in the evening what it was all about, what the tree was. A maidenhair tree. Oh, all sorts of exotic trees were brought back and planted in all over the country because we're quite a lot of explorers in other people's countries. Populate Kew Garden, horticultural sort of living museum, and been there for ages, years. Right, okay, so we've got like a bit of a tree study this. Oh, there's got some dark in there. See how quickly you can create with the hake. I'm just going to clean it off. This is more a tutorial, really. Right, we're going to try to get the spring greens of the leaves, because we are into spring, and we saw a lot of lovely light green today, just on the tips. No, it doesn't want to be yellow, it must be green. But a bit of dark in there as well, pulling out the hairs. Just getting the light on one side only. Right, go back with some more branches. Didn't see any frogs today. Some were saying that the frogs don't live in water, they just go in the water for 3 days. Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not. Let's just get that reflection down there. Just burnt sienna and ultramarine. Oh, just a few branches and twigs in there, all just suggestions. Then you've got like a very simple, pretty picture. Just want to get something under the bases of those trees. Just the burnt sienna and the ultramarine. That'll be a shadow. Too much water on the brush. That's what you have to watch with the hake, is the amount of water. Very easy to get that wrong. But like all things, it's worth it in the long run. Okay, that'll do. I quite like that. It's a very impressionist sort of painting. We'll put in a mount, have a look at it. I've got about 46 paintings on my Etsy channel. If you want to take a look at them, it's a very nice presentation, I must say. I didn't do the presentation. Put that one on. There we are. Quite simple, isn't it? I know I make it look easy, but it is. The more you do, the easier it gets. And don't forget to catch me up on Facebook. You can add your stuff to my Dave Usher home, not my Dave Usher, my David Usher homepage, not my art page, and you can share your work with hundreds of other people on there. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for looking in. Bye bye folks.